23 CR 0653, State of Texas versus Vanessa Varela. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrett, Your Honor.
Defense.
John Winter for the defendant.
And are you Vanessa Varela?
Yes.
Counsel, you received all the discovery and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Varela, I'm showing you what's entitled Application for Deferred Adjudication or Community Supervision. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it and did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
Showing you what's entitled True Bill of Indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, ma'am.
Counsel, do you waive the reading of the indictment?
Yes, Your Honor.
State, are you proceeding on the indictment as presented?
We are, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled Court Admonishments. Did you review that document with your attorney? Did you understand it? Did you sign it in all the appropriate places?
Yes.
Did you understand you're charged with the offense of unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. The range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes.
If you have a plea bargain agreement with the state, the court does not have to follow your plea. If for any reason the court doesn't follow your plea and gives you more than you bargained for, the fact that you entered a plea will not be used against you and you will be allowed to withdraw your plea. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you have a right to jury trial, a right for you or your attorney to cross-examine and confront any witnesses the state would call in the right to remain silent?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand by entering this plea, you're giving up those rights?
Yes, ma'am.
And did you intend to give up those rights and enter into a plea in this case?
No, ma'am. I mean, yes.
Oh, that's okay. Sometimes that last question is confusing to everyone, so I'll ask it again. All right, you understand all the rights I've just explained to you?
Oh, yes.
All right, did you understand by entering a plea bargain agreement, you were giving up those rights?
No. I didn't know.
All right.
Remember, we talked about how you have the right to a jury trial, the right to confront and cross-examine witnesses, and the right to remain silent.
Oh, yes.
And
yes.
remember that I said that in pleading no contest, you're going to be giving up those rights, right?
Yes.
So the judge is asking if you understand that you're giving up those rights.
Oh,
All right, do you understand that you're giving up those rights?
yes.
Okay, so I'm going to take it one at a time, okay? You understand you have the right not to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You understand because you're in a plea bargain agreement, you can testify. You can be forced to testify. Do you understand that? You have to
Yes.
answer.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, you understand that in cases such as this, the state would have to call witnesses to prove their case?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so because you're in a plea, the state's not going to call any witnesses. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now, if the state were to call witnesses, your attorney would get a chance to ask questions of them. You understand that?
Yes.
So because you're in a plea, what that means is the state is not going to call any witnesses and your attorney is not going to get a chance to ask them questions. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the other thing you have a right to is you have a right to have a jury trial. So because this is a felony case, there will be 12 jurors on your case and the state would have to present their evidence and a jury would decide whether or not you were guilty or not guilty. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So because you're in a plea bargain agreement, you understand you're not going to have a jury trial. Do you understand that?
Ma'am.
And you understand that your attorney is not going to question anybody. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
And you understand that you may have to testify. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. So do you want to continue with this plea or do you want a jury trial?
What's the agreement that we have? You remember what that agreement
Do you want to
is?
talk to her some more, counsel?
Sure, Judge.
All right. 2023 CR 0653, State of Texas versus Vanessa Varela. Counsel, did you have a chance to confer with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Do you believe she understands the agreement?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
All right. So Ms. Varela, but I have to make sure on the record that you understand, okay?
Yes.
All right. So I'm going to go through it again. We'll just start from this point, all right?
Okay.
So you do understand that your attorney has the opportunity to question witnesses.
Yes.
You understand by entering this plea bargain agreement that the state is not going to call any witnesses, so there's nobody for your attorney to question.
Yes.
All right. You understand that you don't have to testify. If this were a jury trial, you wouldn't have to testify. Do you understand?
Yes.
So because you are entering this plea, you may have to testify. Do you understand?
Yes.
And you understand that you have a right to a jury trial. So 12 people would sit in the jury box. The state would call their witnesses. You understand?
Yes.
So because you're entering a plea, there's not going to be a jury. You understand that?
Yes.
So did you intend to enter into a plea bargain agreement in this case?
No.
Okay.
Maybe just ask her.
All
I
right.
mean, yes.
All
Maybe
right.
just
I'm
ask.
sorry.
No. So here's the thing. There's no need to be nervous. There's not going to be a trap door that opens up for you. How old are you?
19.
All right. How far did you go in school?
11.
Okay. So do you want a jury trial? Do you want to go to a jury trial where 12 people would sit in the box? It wouldn't be the people you see in the box now. It will be just 12 people who don't know anything about your case. The state would call witnesses, and your attorney would have a chance to question those witnesses. Do you want a jury trial?
No. No, ma'am.
Do you want to enter into this plea?
Yes.
All right. Do both parties, the state and defense, do you believe that she understands the rights that she's giving up, defense?
Yes, Judge, and I will say that she was evaluated and she was found competent.
All right. State, do you have any objections with going forward?
No, Your Honor.
Find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you applied for deferred adjudication. Are we proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
All right. Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Judge, just that this is her first run-in with the law. As I stated, she was evaluated and found competent. There may be some mental health issues in here. I'm not really sure, but she is here with family. Her family has shown up every time that she's had court. Her plan is to take care of business on probation, put this behind her. She's got children who are being taken care of by their grandmother right now. So her plan is to stay with them and like I said, knock this out and put it behind her.
All right. So what drugs have you used in the past?
Marijuana.
Okay.
And that's it.
I don't think marijuana makes you steal a fire truck. So is there anything else?
Ice.
Okay. So how often were you using ice?
2 weeks.
Okay. Is there anything? And the reason why I'm asking you these questions is because I'm going to follow your agreement, but I'm trying to figure out what conditions to give you so you'll be successful. Okay. So there's ice, marijuana, anything else other than those two?
No, that's it. Oh, Xanax.
Xanax. All right. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. So the children that your grandmother, is your grandmother the person who's taking care of the children? Your grandmother? How old are they?
There's 2 and 4.
And are you currently expecting or no?
No.
Okay, 2 and 4. All right. And was Child Protective Services involved, or did your grandmother just step up to take care of the 2 children?
Yes. My grandma stepped up.
Okay. All right. And are you going to be living with your grandmother?
Yes, ma'am.
And does your grandmother want you there?
Yes.
Who's the grandmother?
She's at home.
No, she's right there. All right. Could the grandmother?
Sure. And she is a Spanish speaking judge.
Do you speak Spanish?
A little bit.
Have an interpreter coming.
All right. Well, I just want to know if she's okay with her living with her.
¿Tiene problemas con Vanessa a vivir contigo?
Thank you.
Es el plan, ¿verdad? Para Vanessa a vivir contigo, ¿verdad?
Sí.
So, yes.
Yes. All right. Thank you, George. And thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Gracias. Thank you.
Gracias. De nada. That's all I know.
Well done.
All right. Thank you. All right. Come back up.
Oh, and that was her mother, not her grandmother.
So it's the grandmother to the children.
Children's grandmother.
Okay. All right. This is what I'm going to do. There's going to be a $1,500 fine that will be probated. 2 years. Well, I'm going to do 3 years deferred adjudication. Counsel, if she completes everything, you can always come back and ask for her to be terminated early.
Yes, Your Honor.
There's going to be 200 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes. Once she completes those, then the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. So what do you want to do with the rest of your life? What are your hopes, your dreams? What's your dream job?
Working at fast food
Okay.
as manager.
Oh, awesome. Well, that can be done. So what are you going to be doing to make sure that happens?
Do my probation
Okay.
and attend my parenting classes.
All right. So I'm going to ask that you get employment too. Okay.
Yes.
So if you want to be the manager of a fast food place, and who knows, eventually own a fast food place, that means that you've got to apply to those places, because when you apply, maybe they will, but sometimes they don't. You don't come in as manager. You got to start at the bottom level, then work your way up. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
And there's no harm in that. I used to work at service merchandise. It doesn't exist anymore, but I've had probably a lot of jobs, you could think of. I used to rake yards. I don't think they rake anymore. They use the blower now. People are wimps. You need to get out there with the rake in the hot sun. So I used to do that, back it up. So whatever your dreams are, that's your dream, and it's a good one. And maybe you can help McDonald's. Their fries don't taste the same anymore. All right, I'm going to take in consideration County Court cause number 696657. I'm going to do a referral to felony drug court. I'm going to do that while she's in custody. Counsel, if you call them and tell them to expedite it, they'll expedite it, and they'll probably be able to see her this week.
Awesome, Judge.
Yes, I'm putting more work for you. So we're going to do a referral to felony drug court. And the reason why I'm doing that, because they'll help you with your drug issues, and also if there's any type of mental health issues, because I don't want to send her out into the world and then we're right back here. There'll be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular UAs, and I'm going to want field visits one time per month until further notice. And proof of employment within 45 days of release. No employment as a home healthcare provider or with minors. And I'm also going to put in no unsupervised contact with minors. The only reason why I'm doing that is because of the issue with the ice and the drugs. Once she's in a program, once she's starting her parenting classes, I'll probably lift that. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
No, Your Honor.
Is there anything else you need for me to be successful?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And Bashan, if you could put also in there that she's to reside with her mother. Okay. I'm going to show you what's entitled Trial Court Certification of Defendant's Rights to Appeal. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? And did you sign it?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Because this is a plea bargain agreement, because I followed your plea bargain agreement, and because you waive your right to appeal, you do not have the court's permission to appeal. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So if there's any questions that you have about anything, let probation know. If for some reason you feel as though probation is not answering your issues, you can always come back to court and let me know what they are. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
All right. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Miss.
Oh, you're so welcome. And stay out of fire trucks unless they invite you. Okay. Ms. Garcia, these are the issues with you. And I understand that people have issues in their life. And I understand that you have children, but you're on probation. You got to do the classes.
Yes, ma'am.
If you don't do the classes, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed, and you may be at the prison. And they don't allow children at the prison. They don't allow the children at the Bexar County Jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So who helps you with your children?
Currently right now, nobody.
Where's your mom?
I don't know, probably at home or working.
All right. So do you trust your mom to babysit? That's either yes or no.
No,
All right. Who do you trust to babysit?
nobody. I had my kids in daycare, but I had to take them out.
All right. So you're on probation.
Mhm.
You must do the classes. If you do not do the classes, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed. If it's in proper order, I'm going to sign it. And then the police are going to come pick you up wherever you may be. If you're at your house, they're going to come pick you at your house. They'll call Child Protective Services to come pick up your children. Or if you have a relative who will come, they will do that. If you are driving them to school and you're in the carpool lane, they will pick you up there. And that's what's going to happen. And you have to pay restitution. This is a theft case. Am I looking at the wrong case?
No, Your Honor.
Yeah. So you owe $1,490 in restitution.
No, Your Honor, I apologize. That's the amount that she's paid.
Okay.
She still owes the balance of $775.
All right, you owe $775 in restitution. When you commit a theft, people want their money. Or when you commit, in your case, a criminal mischief, which is the destroying or defacing of property,
Mhm.
they want their money.
Mhm.
And I understand that people have life and things that are going on in their life, but don't commit a crime and you won't have to do these classes. So if you do not do these classes, if you do not register, because I see it says she has failed to register and take either of her classes. You have parenting classes, you have anger management classes. So you say you take care of your children. How are you financially supporting yourself?
My kid's father helps me right now.
All right. So do you trust him to babysit?
Yes.
Yeah. So you need to do these classes. You need to do your parenting classes. You need to do your anger management classes, and you need to pay this $775. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
If you do not do that, you know what's going to end up happening? A motion to revoke is going to be filed. If you take your time in paying this $775, you know what's going to end up happening? Your probation is going to be extended.
Yes, ma'am.
So if you don't want any of those things to happen, you need to get registered in class and you need to take those classes. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, probation, when do you want her registered in the classes?
Your Honor, if we can give her 10 days to show registration at least.
Okay.
The other issue is her probation expires on the 21st of this month.
Oh, you're going to be extended.
Yes.
You're going to be extended for a year. If you complete everything before then maybe the court will consider terminating you early, which would be you're done.
Mhm.
All right. So we'll extend her for a year and you have 10 days to register for those classes. If you do not, if she does not register for those classes, then file a motion to revoke. Is there anything else you need?
No, ma'am.
All right. Thank you. Probation. Is there anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you.
Please subscribe to help the channel.